So today we're going to be talking about rates and unit rates. The biggest difference between the rates that we're talking about today and the rates that we've talked about previously is that these rates now have two different units. For example, I've got dollars and fish. Here I've got miles and hours. To write this as a rate, we are going to write it as a fraction. So this is going to be $15 for 5 fish. This is going to be 450 miles in 3 hours. Okay, these are examples of rates. We are comparing two different units and how they relate to each other. For a unit rate or a unit price, we want the second quantity to be 1. So here the second value is a 1. So if I look at the bottom of each of these fractions, it says 1 fish and 1 hour. So we've taken these rates, this $15 for 5 fish, and I have figured out the cost for each fish. They were traveling 450 miles in 3 hours. How far did they travel in 1 hour? So here the cost is $3 per fish. And that per represents the fraction bar. This is 150 miles per hour, so MPH, we should be familiar with that. And again, the P, or per, stands for the fraction bar. So now we're going to go the other way, and I'm going to give you the wording of these rates, and we are going to write a rate and then a unit rate to represent the situation. So the first example says, in 5 minutes, Anna downloaded 35 songs. That does not tell us the rate that they are asking for. When I look at the next part, it says, how many songs did she download per minute? That per minute means that minutes goes on the bottom. So when I write my rate, it's 35 songs in 5 minutes. For my unit rate, I want to get a 1 on the bottom. So to get my unit rate, I'm going to use a table here. I have 35 songs in 5 minutes, and I want to get to 1 minute. Well, I'm going to divide by 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7, so my unit rate is going to be 7 songs in 1 minute. It costs $36 for 4 tickets. What is the cost for each ticket? The cost for each ticket, this is just like the word per up here. For each ticket means for 1 ticket. So I am trying to write a unit rate for 1 ticket. So for my rate, it's $36 for 4 tickets. I'm going to use my ratio table here, dollars and tickets. $36 for 4 tickets. How much is it for 1 ticket? I divide by 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So for my unit rate, it's $9 for 1 ticket. Okay, so this is the rate. And we're trying to get a 1 on the bottom for our unit rate, and I'm using the ratio tables to accomplish that. For the last one, it's kind of tricky. So this says it costs $8 for 16 notebooks. What is the cost for each notebook? So I know that notebooks goes on the bottom. So when I write my rate, it's $8 for 16 notebooks. When I do my table, Again, I've got cost and notebooks. And it's $8 for 16 notebooks, and I'm trying to get to 1 notebook. So I'm dividing by 16. 8 divided by 16 is 0.5. Okay, that's going to be the same as if I have 8 never mind, sorry. So I'll do it as an example with a number that goes well with 100. So if I have 2 out of 5 and I'm looking for, and this is money, and I'm trying to get to 100 pennies, I'm going to multiply this by 20. So this would be 40 pennies, which would be 40 cents. So 16 doesn't really work great with getting to 100, but 8 is also half of 16. So this is going to be 50 cents for 1 notebook. So we can't just automatically assume that the larger number goes on top. We have to follow what the rate says. This says for each notebook, so the notebooks have to go on the bottom. So just make sure that you're being careful about that. We are going to work on the 1.7 homework for the rest of the time. And I will say good luck to you.